So my best friend, Phil Smith from Portsmouth, Virginia. Y'all heard this story before. I'm gonna say it one more time.
6.
I've been knowing this man since 1980.
I remember Steve when he was yay tall.
And you was that tall. I got stunted growth. So he is the photographer for mainly CBS. But what company do you work for actually?
CBS.
Oh, you do work for CBS. So I saw a CBS photographer the other day, and he said that thought you worked for a subsidiary of CBS. You don't know what you're talking about?
It's CBS Newspath.
I got you. Newspath. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
CBS
it. That's
News,
it.
which is CBS.
Yes, it's CBS. Anyway, this is the Russell Rotunda. So you see over there, there's a congressman over there getting ready to get to be interviewed. Yeah, Dick Durbin from Illinois, right? Yeah. Yeah.
What do you see?
I see me now.
There you go.
A very dark looking me. It's like, oh, there you go. Can you brighten your brother up? Because I look like 12 past midnight.
There you go. How about that?
Thank you. That's a bright light, man. But this is how it is. Hi, my name is Phil Smith. We graduated in 1984. We're both in the same fraternity.
Since Steve was a
Oh my God! Yeah, when I was
Little
little tight. Everybody still calls me Steve from the WNSB days when I was a radio announcer for Norfolk State University. And Phil was always into the photography and camera stuff. He wasn't on the radio for some odd reason. He had the height, but he didn't have the voice.
I had both.
All right, man. Now I'm going to get to your interview, which we'll be seeing now, that I actually recorded about 5 years ago. And the interview is basically about you talking about EVs. Remember that?
I remember the EVs.
Yeah.
At this point in the United States, there are over 2 million EVs on the road.
And you could be on a 2,000,001 if you jump on it right
Florida is number 2.
now. Who's number 1? California?
California.
Yep.
Number 3 is Texas.
What about Maryland?
Maryland is number 15.
How do you know these numbers, man? You did some research?
I just know.
What about Virginia?
Ooh, Virginia's 43.
43. So Maryland. So you live in Maryland, and so do I. So you track in Maryland.
That's right.
So you're gonna.
We see what's going on.
So you're gonna get an EV one of these days, or what?
What you know?
All right,
now,
here we go.
Here we go.
We're back this camera, man. You so darn tall. I gotta zoom you out.
Man, you know, I go back and forth.
Yes.
Because I'm just not sure about EVs. You know,
What you mean you're not sure?
you see them on the road.
For substance. Hold on. Hold on.
Let me get this.
Okay,
point out.
go ahead.
Now, I'm waiting to see how the hydraulics are going to do. The hydrogen cells on the new cars coming out.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be
Better?
it's supposed to be better. It's supposed to be faster.
How fast do you want to go in an EV? You got a lead foot. But for substance, my man, you live in the most northern part of Maryland. So how long does it take you to get down here to DC?
And actually, it takes me an hour and a half.
So 3 hours round trip. And how many miles is that one way?
62.
62. So you're talking about 100 and let's just say 130 miles ish, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how often do you fill up?
Oh, I fill up every day.
See?
No, but I fill up every day because my line of work
Yes.
can take me anywhere, and I can get a call to say,
Right.
"Hey, I need you to go to Boston. I need you to go to Nashville. I
Right.
need you to go to Mississippi."
Right.
So I gotta go. My tank has to be full.
Right. So okay, let's get back to EVs. I think I'm gonna delete your old interview because this one is actually more.
EVs, man, EVs.
How much you weigh? You gonna sit on that table, that collapsible table? That table is not my property, by the way, so you can fall and you can't sue me. But go ahead.
EVs are fine. EVs have come a long way.
I remember this conversation a year ago. You was like, I don't know about EVs. Remember that?
I remember. You know, I don't know what
So
it is.
come to the light now.
Yeah, I don't know. Do some more research on that. But my other problem was.
Oh Jesus!
Well. Now you asked.
I
me.
know I asked, and I got
The other problem was.
Yes.
What do they do with the batteries once they're dead? You know, where do they put it? Where's it stored?
They may be.
How do they store it?
They may be recycling them.
Maybe. But I'd like to know.
So if you turn in a gasoline car, what would they do with that gasoline car after it's no longer in use?
Oh, they strip it.
Right. And so some of that gas is still in the engine and in the tank. So what happens to that gas?
It's ciphered out.
And
Put
reused.
lawnmowers.
And that's why your lawnmower doesn't work because it's got all gas in it.
But
You do make some valid points, and I don't have that. I'm not on that end of the EV movement. I'm on the beginning edge. For 8 years, I'm still on the beginning edge. I think it's a good thing to reduce your carbon footprint.
I think for people, for consumers, it is important to know.
Yeah.
Everything that goes into it.
But there's a little give and take.
There's
You're reducing your carbon footprint.
Yeah, but reducing carbon footprint doesn't diminish child labor.
If they are using child labor, but they're not using, but I don't think they're using child labor now. Yeah.
And also, again, what are they doing with the old batteries? Because that battery is the car. So that's a huge battery.
Well, but they can break that battery down, and there are multiple batteries in that battery pack.
If they're breaking them down, I hope they are.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be able to be recycled.
Yeah, I think they are recycled for the most part. I mean, because your cheapest way to make batteries is to take old battery parts and recycle them into new battery parts. So you are what, 6 what? How tall are you?
6'5".
So you can't be in a Tesla. You could be in a Model X or the Model Y. You can't be in a Model 3. Because you're too small to be in a Model 3. And probably in my car, the Model
small
S.
or too tall?
Both.
So the car's too small.
So, but you ain't gonna be driving a Bentley with all this stuff in the car.
Oh no, that's after I'm retired.
Oh, when you retire, okay. So, you know what? If you're driving a Bentley, I'm like, CVS paying you way too much money. I need to be an employee of CVS, please. I could be your load man, your gaffer. Is that a gaffer? Grip. Yeah, I knew it was.
Gaffer is a tape.
I'm showing my age.
You want to be a piece of tape?
I can't keep the camera straight. Oh, okay.
Anyway,
yes.
So
no, hold on. Check this out. For those who don't know, and nobody knows this other than you, me, and Lindsay, we was in the Prelude Club. Remember? So the reason why I brought that up is you were still tall at the time, but you managed to get your tall self in that small Prelude.
She can go all the way back. That was good.
We was at the Prelude Club. We was at the Norfolk Zoo. We used to meet on Sundays, and emitting gas everywhere and loud music.
Loud music. Look, back then gas wasn't $3.
Yeah, but $3 back then was a lot of money to us, because we were still in school. We didn't have a job.
Yeah,
but I had a job.
But with $5, man, $5 in that Prelude back then, man, you had a half tank gas.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but that's all weighted now, that's all weighted.
That's
so
a good point, yeah.
I was on the radio at WNOR Saturday and Sunday, WNSB Monday through Friday. WNSB no money. WNOR AM and FM, I was making $3.35 an hour. And half of that was taxed.
Oh yeah, tax you to death.
So that $5, well, I had to.
You could have checked the $50.
And had to buy books.
That's the way it was.
And we was eating at the Greater Grinder, so all
Greater
that.
Grinder. Steak and cheese plain.
Can I stop laughing?
Steak and cheese plain.
It's a couple of.
Get some chips, crunch it all up, with hot sauce on the inside.
I can't stop laughing. Oh my God. Yes. So the Greater Grinder was a popular sub place in Norfolk, Virginia back in the day. Phil and I and Lindsay was in a music appreciation class. So anyway, before we went to his class, we would go to Greater Grinders without fail, pick up our lunch.
Every Tuesday and Thursday.
And had the audacity to be eating in his class. Did you take film appreciation with me? That was, yeah, that was pretty interesting. Like we used to watch movies from the 30s and 40s, then we had to write a paper.
Was that Dr. Edgerton?
These young folks don't know what the Dewey Decimal System is.
Dewey Decimal System. Dewey Decimal System.
Here's another cameraman.
Excuse me, working press.
Yeah, working press. Yeah, working press.
That's Harry. That's famous Harry right there.
Famous Harry.
That's famous Harry.
Who does he shoot for, or who?
CBS.
Oh, you shoot for CBS too?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Come here for a second, Harry. Then we're gonna have a duo here now.
You drag Harry.
Yeah, I'm gonna drag it. Stand right here. Stand right here, my man. So I'm a YouTuber.
Yes.
I've been knowing this guy since 1980.
Wow.
I remember him when he was.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
See, he gets lower and lower every time I do it.
Yeah, I just want to get your take on electric vehicles.
On electric vehicles?
Yes, yes.
I don't know enough about them.
What?
All I know is people saying we have two neighbors have electric. Actually, we have two neighbors have electric vehicles.
Where do you live? First off, where do you live?
I live up here by Friendship Heights.
Okay, so he's in Maryland. Okay.
One neighbor's got a Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
The other neighbor's got a Chevy Volt, I think it's called. And they both often complain about the distances they can go with electric cars. Now, we've got another neighbor who's got a hybrid. He's got a Prius.
The distance.
And the Prius neighbor says that he can go anywhere at any time, and his mileage is just as good as whatever these other guys are getting out of their electric cars, as far as money for their investment.
Right. Okay.
That's all I know.
That's all you know.
We ourselves don't have an electric car or a hybrid.
Have you ever thought about it?
Have I ever thought about
Yes.
buying?
Yes.
My wife often thinks about it. Yeah.
Why does she think about it?
I think it's mostly about keeping up with the Joneses, more so than anything else.
I was hoping something more environmentally friendly. They got it. We need one too.
See, it's the distance. It's the distance.
Yeah.
Now, here you go.
Oh,
I gotta go.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. So now you can take the electric car
Yes.
and a gas powered car,
Yes.
both traveling down the road.
Yes.
Gas powered car, keep going. Electric car says, wait, hold on. I have to plug in.
Oh my
Let
goodness.
me go plug in. Okay, while you plug in, I can gas up, which would take all of 5 minutes. Full tank.
Back on the road.
Still on the road, back on the road.
But eventually your car would say, I need gas.
Okay.
And you need to go to the bathroom. And you need to go to the store inside the gas station and buy stuff you definitely don't need since you're fasting.
Well, see.
However,
But-
oh Jesus.
But.
Okay, go ahead.
How I travel, I get on the road.
Yes.
I get when I'm gassing up, I'm using the bathroom.
Right.
I'm back on the road.
Right.
I don't dilly dally.
Dilly-dally.
I keep it moving, man. I keep it moving. Keep it moving. Why? Because I got a places to go.
Right.
People to see.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to debate. When the camera's off,
It's
we'll
not a
debate.
debate.
No, it's not even a debate.
not
It's just a
debate.
friendly.
It is.
It's a friendly counterpoint to your point.
It is. There are pros and cons to EVs.
There's pros and cons to everything.
Yeah, there are pros and cons.
I don't like having car payments.
Well, nobody. Well, I hope nobody likes.
Well, I'm just saying I don't like car payments, but I paid my car off 16 months in advance ahead of time because I had an EV. Because I wasn't doing service. I wasn't getting spark plugs, oil change, none of that stuff. And yeah, you do stop for a little bit and go to the bathroom and you charge. It might take you 10, 15. My car is old, so I have a 2015 Model S. The newer cars are maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes. You don't have to go back to 100%. You go back to 80%. You just keep it moving. Luckily for me, because I bought my car in 2015, I get free charging, so I don't even pay for charging. That's a savings for me. Yeah, that's a savings for me. So some cars, newer cars, you might get 2 years free charging, stuff like that. So, like you said, everything has pros and cons. And for me, when I bought that car, and it was very expensive. To this day, my wife don't know how much it was, but I paid my car off 16 months ahead of time because I wasn't making any type of outside maintenance. I just had some extra money in the bank. Like, let me just go and start doubling up on payments. That's all I'm saying. All right, we're gonna tie this funny conversation up now. I'm gonna end on my point, not your point.
But that is my point.
That's
my
your point.
Sure, there are pros and cons to EVs.
Yes.
And everyone knows there are pros and cons to
Gas cars.
Yes.
It's pros and cons of being tall and short. You bump your head.
I bump my head. You driving in the bathtub, standing up.
I'm so done with you. Why are we still doing comedy now? Oh my God. Okay.
Comedy hour.
Yeah, comedy hour. Yeah. All right, man. I gotta go get me some grapes and go back to go back to my place of work. But it's over.
It's good chatting.
Yeah, man. It's always nice seeing you, Phil. And we always like this, either on or off camera. We always like this. So I appreciate you, my brother, my fraternity brother in spirit, in bond.
Always,
Saint
man,
7,
always.
Saint 7.
Yes.
All right, my man.
All right.
Thanks.
Peace.